So I ain't been going all week on this whole Takeoff thing. Every day with an update. I ain't been doing that. I kind of wanted to let it play out before I spoke on it, you know what I'm saying? So the very first day that this happened, I read it on my phone, and then I hopped on and I did a quick little like RIP, said my piece, and then I let it play out because when I saw it was in Houston, I didn't know none of the Prince family had nothing to do with anything at that point, but just the fact that it happened in Houston, I thought of Jay Prince. I was like, oh well, regardless of what, Jay Prince gonna be in the mix. That's his city, you know what I'm saying? And then it came out that it was a Prince birthday party. When it first came out, everybody was saying Jazz Prince, who's the one who's, found Jake. And then you got reports saying James Prince. You got one report saying James Prince Jr. Like everything, right? So it was like you didn't know who was where, who was what. Then more video comes out. They saying Takeoff boy shot him. Now, this is all in a matter of a day or two, man. Like the story kept changing. But once I realized that it was James Prince's son's party, now I'm like, oh shit. So now it's close to the backyard. You know what I'm saying? It's getting in your yard. It ain't just some shit you was at. Now it's some shit you were hosting. Then it come out that James Prince Jr. was who he was arguing with. You know what I mean? Then they showed the kid in the yellow hoodie. Then came on, they said that kid was killed execution style somewhere. Then he pops up on Instagram like, no, I wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all be posting that shit all day, every day. And then this morning, it said that he turned himself into police. I don't know how true that is, because 2 days ago, this man was dead. And today he's risen. He is risen to turn himself into the police. Here's what I think from looking at this whole situation. This is what I think happened. I think Jay Prince Jr. throwing a party. They were playing dice and shit. Quavo and Jay Prince Jr. got into a heated argument. It was what it was. And at the heat of it, you had some knucklehead who was with them, who was, you know what I'm saying, probably a street dude. I don't know this dude, but I'm just saying he's probably a street dude who's like a hang-around, like a friend. Like, he didn't have an actual purpose of being there. He wasn't an artist. He wasn't a producer. He's not a manager. He's not in the industry no kind of way but to be around and intimidate. You know what I mean? And I think he just got ahead of himself and fucking, he probably drinking and smoking and whatever else people be doing at parties. And that motherfucker had a gun right there with him. And he wasn't even thinking, and he just went to popping. And once that first shot go off, then all hell broke loose for a few seconds. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that shit was a what the fuck. They showed that video of Jake Prince Jr. walking out, and they're like, oh, it was cold. It was how you know that man wasn't in shock? I'm sure he didn't know that this man was going to do what he did. And now he's like, the fuck, this man's down here like this. Quavo screaming. This motherfucker who's with me is the dude who did the shooting. Like, we got to get out of here and regroup. You know what I mean? We got to call Pops. And that's when you started getting them Instagram posts like, yo, you ain't standing behind. Nope. You know what I mean? You nope. So we'll see how it played out. Where does he turn himself in today? God bless them all. Rest in peace to Takeoff. That shit was stupid and senseless. And he gone for no damn reason, man. And that's just why it don't make sense. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody involved, dog.